This around out of respect for Xavier so they can get out of here. But that's a really good win. And mark my words, by the time the season's over, you'll understand how good a win that is, because they played a murderer's row of a schedule in the Big East so far, having played Marquette, UConn, St. John's twice, and then having to come to our place. That's a really, really good basketball team. I didn't know if we could stop them. And, we obviously had some trouble. I think they were over 1 point per possession. But we executed some stuff late in the game, got it inside. Jamiya hits 2 big threes. Isaac hits 2 big threes. Got some great contributions from our bench. And then, outside of a couple turnovers late where they had runouts, we controlled the fast break part of the game. And we kept the free throws, relatively even. So we won that battle, and we won the transition battle, which I thought was going to be key coming into the game.
We'll do 4 questions for the guys. We got Jamiya Neal and Ryan Kalkbrenner.
Number one, you guys were worried about their transition game coming in. Seemed like that was what broke the game in the second half, was you guys getting out in transition and knocking down some threes. What did you guys take advantage of there?
You guys were at practice. You know how Mac has been scheduling it, having them not even taking the ball out and pushing it and trying to get us prepared for that. I think we were very prepared for that, but at the same time, we're going to play our game, and we like to play fast too. So the priority was stopping them in transition, but also once we stopped them, now we push transition.
Ryan, how's it feel to have participated in more wins than anybody else in program history?
Yeah, that's crazy. I think I've just been really lucky to be a part of a lot of really good teams. I've had really, really amazing teammates all 5 years I've been here. So it's amazing, and just lucky I ended up where I did. I wouldn't be the player I am today without Mac or any of these guys I've been teammates with.
This for either or of you. You guys have won 6 straight now. What is the key to keeping that rolling Saturday at Villanova? I know you just ended this one, but
I think a big part of this team is just our togetherness. Just has grown and grown and grown throughout the year. And when you go to a place like Villanova, it's going to be a hostile environment, and being together and not getting rattled and not overreacting or underreacting to things is huge going into those environments. So I think that's going to bode well for us going into there. But, yeah, it's a real tough place to play.
Ryan, what was your perspective on Jamiya's dunk?
One of the coaches jumped up on the bench in front of me, so I barely even saw it. But I imagine it was something crazy, knowing how athletic Jamiya is.
Jamiya, where's that rank for you on your list?
Probably number 2. I got a nice windmill last year, and it was an and-1 windmill. Somebody fouled me, so
Let's leave that one in the.
yeah, we're gonna leave that one. So
Yeah,
this will
yeah.
be number 2.
Bring it out.
Thanks, guys.
Good job, boys.
Thanks, Joe.
See you tomorrow.
And I know we've asked you all kinds of ways to describe what it's like coaching Ryan, working with Ryan on a daily basis, but tonight he becomes the all-time winningest player in this program's history, and also after that, only Doug has scored more points than him in a Creighton uniform. What are those?
Yeah, it's hard to believe. When we presented him the 2,000 point ball at half court, he said to me as I handed him the ball, he said, "When you recruited me, did you see this coming?" And I'm like, "No," and he said, "Neither did I." So, just his development, it's been so much fun to be part of. His ears are wide open. He wants to learn. He wants to get better. He wants to grow. He's continued to add things to his game. What he does defensively for us is incredible. And then what he does in the locker room. Our culture is what it is because he's allowed us to hold on to it. And certainly Steven's leadership's part of that too. But it's been an absolute honor to coach him. It'll be I've been blessed to coach some really good players, and to have the opportunity to coach Doug and watch what he accomplished in his career, and then to watch Ryan have a historic career as well. Oftentimes in coaching you don't ever get to experience one of those, let alone 2.
Mac, you mentioned at different points, whether it was we've asked you about the starting lineups or whatever, that the important part is who's on the floor for you guys to close. Fedor played 20 minutes tonight, was out there down the stretch. We talked about him yesterday at practice, but is that a sign that he's
it just kind of depends. They played 4 guards. We needed more guards on the floor, and they were playing Ryan one-on-one in the post. And as you saw, Fedor is really good entering it to the post. So I needed him on the floor to throw those passes. And, you know, he was dead tired. He shot a, you know, 3-point shot like 15 feet there when the game was on the line. But, you know, but he's getting better. You know, he's making good plays. He's making winning plays. He had a big 3 when they had cut it to 2, when they went and ran after Ryan and double teamed him. So, you know, it's, you know, you're constantly tinkering throughout the game depending on what that particular game calls for. And today we needed more guards on the floor.
How were you able to get the level of stops in transition? I mean, especially you had 3 giveaways based on out of bounds plays that could have been bad too, but they weren't.
Yeah, we put in some new baseball and out of bounds plays that really work well. So that was frustrating, but you know, we got back. We really worked on it for 2 days in practice. We didn't commit as much to the offensive glass, yet we still found a way to get 11 offensive rebounds. You know, there's a lot of 3 shot in the game by both teams, so there were some long rebounds bouncing around. But you know, stopping their transition is critical, and you know that's a big reason we won the game.
2 more.
Ryan talked about togetherness, and it seemed like in those last couple minutes when it was really close, that this unselfish basketball that you guys played allowed you to kind of extend that lead and really close the game. What did you see?
Yeah, I mean, just take Fedor's play, for example. You know, Jamiya just hit the 3, and we come down in transition. Fedor's got an open 3, and he makes a one more pass to the corner for Jamiya. And, you know, he's been eligible, a month? You know, 5 weeks, whatever it is. So, you know, guys understand that if you play that way, it's going to come back to you. You know, if you move the ball and you go good to great, you know, your teammates are going to return the favor. And you know, we executed some plays to get it inside. We executed a great play to get Trout a 3 right after he hit one, and you know those were backbreakers for Xavier.
You were 8 of 10 from 3 in the second half. Did you notice anything about the patient manner in which you guys generated those open looks?
Yeah, I mean we had, you know, Kalk threw one in deep, you know, but you know, shoot or shoot, you know, and you know we didn't shoot it very good the first half. I felt good having that lead. I thought we had some decent looks in the first half. We didn't make. Jackson had a couple. Isaac had a couple. Steven had some that I liked. But you know they just kept plugging. They believe in each other. They believe in themselves. And you know we needed a great offensive performance to beat a team as good as Xavier.
What did you see out of the group the last 5 minutes with Kalk on the bench and foul trouble to end the half? You were +2 in that.
I thought Fred did a great job. I thought that group hung together. And you know I told Kalk he's got to stay out of foul trouble. That's enough. One time in 5 years is too much for me to have him in foul trouble. So it was a great win. The crowd was awesome. It was I asked for electric and I got it, so I appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Mac.